One really interesting effect in mixed reality in particular is to use the clipping functionality in the MotionBook tool in order to create portals in space. So let's give you an idea of what that looks like. There are two ways that you can set the clipping properties. You can do it for a whole page, so you can see that the page has a new page property called Constrain Page to Bounds. Let's create a couple of layers. First, we'll create a red layer, and when I have the Constrain to Bounds set for the whole page, you can see that anything that's outside of the boundary gets clipped out. Now let's make a copy of that layer, and then put that in the bottom right corner, and in this case, put it completely outside of the bounds of the page, so that it doesn't even overlap with the boundaries of the page. You can see that it is invisible. So if you want to constrain things to a certain area, just use the Constrain Page to Bounds. If you uncheck that, you can see that everything shows up. If I re-enable it, the layers out of bounds are clipped out. You can also set the clipping property on a per layer basis. If I want to create a portal in space, let's say we're creating a panel, I'm going to first create a container for a couple of images. I created a panel container, and then I'm dropping in two images. I've got a tree and a Western-looking man. Now let's just position these so that some of the image appears outside of the bounds of the containing panel. All right. Let's look at the boundaries of the containing layer. Now we'll move the man down so that his feet are outside of the bounds. If I now set the clip to layer bounds for this container layer, it cuts off his feet. That's useful if you're creating a panel where you have artwork that you want to have outside of the view. That also is a really cool effect because in mixed reality, this appears like a portal in space. It's a fun effect to play with in mixed reality storytelling. Again, we can turn off the clipping, and typically if you turn that off, you wouldn't have the panel border. So let's go ahead and zero that out. That's with Constrain to Bounds off. And if you want to constrain it again, let's just give that a border so you can see it and clip. That's all there is to it.